Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Yes, it's the return of the CarCast, something that hasn't happened for a very long time. Now, I've got 3 Doctor Who's to review, and I'm going to do them all separately, so bear with me. Please don't stop bearing with me. Does anyone out there know where that's from? Well, alright, it's from an old Fry and Laurie sketch, but that's not important. What is important, as always, is Doctor Who. Now, I hope you have been enjoying the big finishes and the exciting world of, well, Blake 7 that we've been bombarding you with, trying to play catch-up. But you know what? It is Doctor Who, and that's the reason you're here. So, let's look at the 3 that I haven't done quite yet. Now, you may not be getting these in the right order, so that's fine. Entropy Plague. For that is the name of the 5th Doctor, Nyssa, Tegan and Turlough, in their last part of their last E-Space trilogy. And that's what I'll be talking about this time. Now, the problem with this story is I just don't know if I like it or not. And that's a ridiculous thing to say. The acting's exemplary, plotting's perfectly good. It's no more derivative of anything else than, say, any other story. So what is it I don't like? Well, without wanting to give the game away, this is the end of, well, Nyssa's arc. The old Nyssa. Apparently young Nyssa can still appear in some Doctor Who stories, but old Nyssa, this is the end of the line. And you know what? A bit sad, really. So is that why I'm not as fond of this story as I could be? Perhaps. There is another reason. And the other reason is the way that this story is told. Each of the 4 episodes is told almost like a companion chronicle to Nyssa's son, which gives you a terrible sense of foreboding. You know as an audience what's coming. Now, I know that as the audience you know what's coming on the grounds that this fits into a slot in TV Doctor Who narrative, right? You know that it takes place at some point. The 5th Doctor becomes the 6th Doctor. It takes place before Tegan leaves. It takes place before Perry arrives. But it also takes place before Turlough leaves. It's that gap. Now, Nyssa has already left on TV to become, well, a doctor and a surgeon and a teacher in order to teach people about Lazarus disease. Fair enough. And through her aged arc, we've come up with the fact that she's now got children and she's been rejuvenated and so on and so on. And that's fine, but we open this story with she's gone, she's lost, she's not coming back. They're almost the first lines told to Adric. Now, Adric here is not Matthew Waterhouse, don't get confused. This is Adric, Nyssa's son. So we know they're going to escape from E-Space. We know that this is the way out, and we know that she doesn't get back. So basically, it's nearly 2 hours of, oh, it's all going to go wrong. A terrible sinking feeling inside your gut for 2 hours. Every time you think, oh, the narrative's changing, they could escape at any moment, you know they're not going to because you've already been told this. It's written in stone. It's basically like time travel. The act of telling a story. So I'm not as fond of the companion chronicles, someone telling someone a story, as I am a full cast narrative. Hence the reason I've been doing Blake 7 full casts rather than, say, the Liberator Chronicles, if that makes sense. So perhaps those are the reasons that I don't like this story. Not because it's badly written, it's far from that. Not because it has steampunk, steam-driven robots, which I'm always fond of. Not because it has mad scientists and has a bit of a utopia feel. No, I can live with all of those facts. The thing that I have issue with is perhaps the narrative telling and the fact that I'm left going, so that's it then for Nyssa. That's a bit sad. It makes me worried. If you've got the end of the Nyssa story arc here, in a few months' time, or perhaps next year, you've got the 6th Doctor ending his story arc. Yes, I know they'll still be able to do ones that fit into the gaps. And, in many respects, we've seen the beginnings, we've seen the ends, because we've seen TV. But on some tiny level, part of me is believing that people are shutting up shop. People might want to retire. People might want to move on or not do these things anymore. And that's a worry. Because after 15 years, Big Finish is just part of my life and probably yours. So I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to say that this emotional journey was affecting me. Yes, it affected me a lot. It made me a little bit sad. A lot. And that, well, is just effective storytelling. Here's the trailer for you to decide for yourself. So until next time, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions. Doctor Who, the Entropy Plague.
I saw our home star fade away in a matter of seconds. Everyone on Bellazzar, all those people.
I'm very sorry.
And so am I. You've seen this before, you told me. This is what happened to the Monitor on Logopolis.
Oh yes, Entropy.
And now the same thing's happening here to this whole universe. The same thing that destroyed Traken. Tegan, this is how my people died.
What is it? What's happening? I'm not sure how, Loss. As though something is siphoning energy from the TARDIS.
Something? The spaceship?
No. Something down there on the 3rd planet.
What happens if we run out of power?
Newton's first law. We'll keep on drifting through space until we hit something. Activating emergency storage cells. Fingers crossed.
Hello? Mother?
Hello, Adric.
Doctor? What's going on? Where's my mother? Where's Nyssa?
Subscribers get more at bigfinish.com.
You've been listening to the Tin Dog Podcast, available on RSS, iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Boom and Tumblr. Doctor Who and its associated works are copyright of the BBC. No infringement is intended. You can contact the show, donate, buy merchandise or find out more about my other projects by visiting the Tin Dog Podcast homepage and clicking on the links. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.